In this tutorial, we will create a custom calendar to allow the user to select one or more future dates. This is what we will be creating. So today is the 6th of May. I can select the 6th of May and then it's highlighted here. I cannot select previous dates that has been passed. I can select another future date if I want to, which is the 7th. Or another future date, which is the 12th of June. Or any future dates or future date next year by clicking on the arrow. The 4th of March 2025. So this is the functionality that we'll be creating, which is a custom calendar within SwiftUI. Within your SwiftUI project, create a new view. Which is a SwiftUI view. Name the view Day View. The purpose of the Day View is to enable the dates to be displayable on the calendar. Enter the following. Let day, which is the date data type, at binding var is selected, bool, at state, private var is tapped, equals false. We can delete our preview as we're not using it. The next thing we need to do is to display the date within the text field. Within the text element. Day dot for the text element, I'll just hard code the date value because we need to create an extension. So I just call the date 20. We'll create the extension later. Dot font system size 14. Dot foreground color for the foreground color, we just set it to white, but we change it later. I just add a little comment. Change to use extension. Dot frame width 30, height is 30. Dot background For the background, just set it to .white, and that will use an extension later. .clip, clip shape, circle. That displays a circle on the date. Dot overlay. Circle. Dot stroke. Dot blue. Line width is tapped to L0. What that does on lines 24, it applies the blue stroke with a line width of 2. When tapped, is true. Otherwise, applies no stroke. To enable the tap, we need to add a tap gesture, which is on tap, gesture. If not, is past date. So we need to create a function called isPastDate. Private func isPastDate. Date. Returns a boolean if the date has been passed or not. Let today equals date. So it gets today's date. Let calendar equals calendar dot current. And what that does, it extracts the time component from today's date. Let start of today equals calendar start of today for today. Let selected date equals calendar dot start of day, passing the date. And the next thing we need to do is to compare the start of today with the start of the selected date. Selected date is less than start of today. So by doing this, it means that the selected date has not been passed. That is the date for in the future. It's not a previous date. Now we need to go back to our on-tap gesture on line 30 within the if statement. Is tapped toggled is selected dot toggle. So the purpose of this block is to check if the date is not in the past. So the next thing we need to do is to add another function. Then we need to add a computer property to determine the foreground color. Type in the following: private var foreground color if is tapped or is selected, return dot white, else return dot primary. On lines, which line is it? On lines 18, we need to change the following so that it uses the computer property. Just type in foreground color. And we need to do the same thing for background, so we can just copy and paste the previous computer property. And the purpose of this computer property is to check if the day is selected or tapped. And then depending on if it's true or false, it will return either a blue or clear color. On lines 20, we need to use the computed property. So just type in background. I'll just compile it. It's compiling, it's compiled. The next file we need to create is our date extensions file. And the purpose of this file will be to convert the date to the right data type and to get the right value from the date, such as the day, the month, and the year, and to also convert the actual date to a string and convert the month to a string. Create a new Swift file, click on Next. Name this file date plus extensions. Click on Create. Next, enter the following extension date, func month as string, Next, we need to create a date formatter. Next thing we need to do is to specify that the formatter, the data formatter, should be formatted in month, 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 yeah, 4-digit yeah. And then now we need to return the formatted month as a string, date formatter string from self. Now we need to do something similar for the date. For the day. Day as string. Let date formatter equals date formatter. Date formatter dot date format equals D. And the purpose of that line on 920 is to set the date format to display the day. So that's why we assign D. Return date formatter dot string self. The next function we need to create is date as string. Need to create another date formatter. date formatter dot date format equals day, month, yeah. Return date formatter dot string from self. I'll just compile it. In next week's tutorial, we will add the month view so that we can apply the dates to the month view so that it starts to look like a normal calendar. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.